And all right, I think it's on unmuted now. I had 27 minutes when I just did my video. So of course I had time to go and do stuff. And then Mike said, "Oh, aren't you videoing tonight?" as he continued to talk to me. And I said, "Well, yeah." Well, can't video if you're not on. So I'm on. But now I got to set up my desktop session while I'm talking to you. So is everybody finding their Reese's pairing is still in the game? I got to get a couple more done. Got to find a, hey, Christy, got to find a few more takers to help me video. Got a couple more that are already stacked up to show, but still got a lot left to do. So I'm here. I should be ready. It appears I'm ready. Christy's not saying she can't hear me, so I'm hoping that we're good to go. Welcome. Jill Blanchett with Green Thumb Stampers. I'm trying to think. I don't believe we got any important news to share. If you're a demonstrator, April 2nd, you can order from the catalog pre-order. I do have a list. If you need that list, let me know. I can put it in my team page. Or if you're not on my team and you want me to send you a PDF of some other demo compiled of all the things that will be up for pre-order, let me know. Otherwise, you can find it on your demo page by going to I think what's new, what's happening, and then there'll be a product like product pre-order that you can click on, and it'll show you everything that's available. April 9th is the clearance rack begins. I'm gonna try my darndest to not go crazy and buy stuff off there. If I haven't bought it by now, probably really don't need it, but I have been holding off on a couple things, so who knows? I'm gonna try really hard not to go crazy and buy stuff though. So from there, I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna have going on. If you're on the fence, if you're a viewer and you're not a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you are on the fence about why should you, whatever, you can contact me, ask me any questions that you have. But I did hear, and I put it in my newsletter today, somebody was talking about a perfect time also to get like your kit, because you get the $125 worth of goodies for $99. Plus, right now, if you buy them all, load up with your papers and stuff that are on sale before the price goes up. Well, I shouldn't say they're on sale. They're not listed as on sale. The price is going to go up on paper and punches and things like that. So it'd be good to fill your cart with it, or you can sign up early April and get your demonstrator pre-order products in your kit. So with that, I think that's it. I haven't figured out my class for April yet, as I said in my newsletter, but I will, and I will let you know what I'm going to do and how much it is. But it will be, I believe it was on the 21st is what I posted. But I'm going to quit rambling, and I'm going to turn my camera down and show you guys the cute little card that I made. Hi, Mom. I want to tell you, though. Okay, we should have switched over. My little doohickey-mabobber on here. Here's the card we're going to make. My camera's focused on it. My wheelbarrow is a find from, was either, I'm pretty sure it was Joann's in their section. You know, they've got like a springtime section or a fall section. It was in the spring section, and it was on clearance. I got a bunch of them on clearance. So let me see if you can. And it's a little wheelbarrow, and it's one of those like what are they made out of? Yeah, it's just a thin piece of wood. So it's like the stuff that people make on the glow forge. So it's just a real thin little piece of wood that would bust easily. So probably not a good card to mail, but a super cute card to hand to somebody. So this is what we're going to make with a little twist because, you know, when I was digging through the drawer and I found this little thing the other day trying to figure out what I could make with it, I decided to pull it out of the drawer and I found a bicycle also, which would be super cute with the bicycles from the I'm gonna call it Valentine paper from last year with the bouquet, something bouquet. Christy would know what it is because she made the cutest cards with a ribbon that tied it shut with that paper and stuff. But it has little bicycles on it. So if you have any of that, the bicycle one would be really cute with that. But here's the set that I used. It's from the online exclusives called Encircled in Nature. And I used mostly the dies. I don't even think I ended up, oh, I did use one little stamp for the inside. I stamped the inside with that little flower and colored it. But everything else, I did. Oh, and I don't have all the dies on here because I pre-cut everything and I left the cutouts in the die to show you. But this will cut out, this will do this. And I'm assuming if you put both of them together, you would cut that ring out. If you just used one, you're going to cut it on the outside and then have a white center with your twig in there. If you use the little one, you're going to cut out just the center of it from whatever you stamped twig on. That's going to cut out the center of it. This flower spray, these images are smaller. They're only at 75%. So let me show you the inside thing. So the stuff is pretty big. And so the flowers get to have a cutout and the pine trees. This pine tree cuts out with this. And then we've got some random like oak leaves, and these pine trees are extra cutouts. So let me show you the card. I guess we'll get it put together. I tried not to do too much ahead of time, but I did cut everything out ahead of time. So I've got this one. We're going to use a cute little watering can. No, it's not really chipboard, Diane. It's wood. And I don't know what they call it. The chipboard is like cardboard, and this is not balsa wood. I don't know what kind of wood it is. My daughter used it when she was playing around with the Glowforge a couple years ago. So maybe if she gets on, she'll be able to tell us what this is called. But it's just super thin wood. Sometimes Stampin' Up! Has the wood embellishments, and it's that material, I'll call it. So if you've ever had like this current paper pumpkin has these little wooden things in it, that's what they are. But I got them, like I said, at Joann's in their little clearance rack. And I've just had them stuffed in my drawer and never did anything with them and forgot what I was looking for. And I ran across them and said, oh, I'm going to use those on something. So I have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of fresh freesia. And boy, this looks really wide. Let me make sure. No, it's 5.5. So we're going to fold it in half or score it at 4.25 and fold. I'm going to use my bone folder and crease that up real good. Then I have a lemon lime twist layer that I ran through this little, can you see give my phone a second to focus. As I stand there and don't move and don't breathe. It's the 3D Basics folders. There's 3 of them in the pack that are in the online exclusives. And this is one of those little hashtag kind of Not really hashtags, they're like hash marks. I don't know what you want to call them. A little crisscross pattern. And I got a bunch of glue on the back of that because the indents are going down, and so I want to make sure that they stick really good to the card base where I got the glue on them. So this corner didn't look like it was sticking very good. I don't like to get too much glue because then it seeps out, but I want to make sure that my corners are done good. Now this card, because of the wheelbarrow, I went fold up like this. I went vertical. I don't know. I turned it on its side and the fold is at the top. This one, I'm going to do up and down because well, it might go this way. I don't know. Maybe we should go that way. I was gonna go this way with it, but let's see. Let's get the thing all built and then we'll see. This one might warrant going that direction too. So let's see. So to start, let's see if I can unwind all my layers of stuff I got over here piled up. So to start, I cut out the like wreathy thing portion just in basic white. And there it is. It's got like these little buds on it, you'll see. Gotta push out the little extra pieces. Save that. You can do something with that extra piece there. So then I have my markers and I'm trying something different on this one. This one I used Old Olive, and I'm not sure if I liked how dark that was. So I thought I'd try Granny Apple Green, and it might end up to look darker than the Granny Apple Green sprigs I got down there because I'm coloring with it. So I'm just going to kind of hold on to it and I'm going to color. Ooh, that's very green. And I'm just going to color in the stems and wherever it looks like it should be a stem. With my marker. Like this. And I was going to do all this ahead of time and didn't. I decided to do my Reese video instead. I have a couple of them that I filmed a couple weeks ago at my crop I was at, and I just wanted to get them out there. Some of my pairing people might be wondering why they haven't been online yet, why they're not famous, and people asking them for their autographs because they're going to be recognized on the street by my 100 people that are watching my Reese videos. So you just never know. Have your pen in your purse because you just might get asked for your autograph. I got a couple big ones to do, so I think I might need to try and find somebody who doesn't like Reese cups to do my big one. I got my favorite Reese sticks coming up. And so might be kind of fun to find someone who's not a big fan of Reese's cups, and then they would definitely have a more I don't want to say a bias. They would probably have a better example of what they liked because, between the two. Because if you are really a fan of like Sheldon was a fan of a traditional Reese cup. So I think once he opened that package and smelled it, he knew that that's what he wanted to pick. So if I had somebody that didn't really have a idea of what they liked and what they wanted to choose, but we'll see. we'll see what I could find. At this point, I'm about, I could take anybody that wanted to do it. And I'm missing my comments because I'm focused on my little, basswood and places wood pieces you're using, the rain boots in the center. Oh, that would be cute too. Rain boots, yes. And we all have rain boots. Like I said, I had these wooden things that I said, what am I going to do with these? I need to do something. I need to get these out of here. So I'm purging stuff in my drawer. Aren't you guys proud of me? I got these two things out of my drawer now. Does that count? Does that help? No. All right. So then I cut out 4 of these little white guys. And I'm coloring them as if they're like lavender. I think you can obviously color them whatever color works for you. I was really, you guys might not have your catalog yet. Does everybody have a new catalog? Did they come to, if you're a demo, has it come to you yet? I had a couple people comment to me today that they're in their neighborhood. My Wednesday card ladies want your Reese's. Oh, that's cute. And this is the die. This I tried does not cut out this thing from the kit itself. Let me show you. I got it inside here. There's 2 of these, but I'll lay it this way. You could see it's still not going to line up. It would only cut out part of like one of these and stuff. So these are standalone pieces. And I did cut out 4 of those to go on my thingy here, my wreath. I'm calling it a wreath. I guess it's a wreath. But in the new catalog, no, Mom's not got her catalog. Well, Lori said that some people got them about 5 miles from her in Wisconsin. So maybe in the next day or so, they'll make their way to Michigan. But there is a set in there, spoiler, close your ears, that is a snapdragon. Never had a snapdragon, I don't think, before in flowers of all things. I mean, we've had, I think, every flower there is, but there's a snapdragon in there. So you could color these to be snapdragons. That's what I was trying to get at. Okay, so I'm going to come through now and color these. I'm going to do them quickly. I'm going to color the stems in with the Granny Apple Green. I'll color them quick, but I still want them to be nice looking. Because you never know who I'm going to send this card to. Ooh, speaking of cards, I got some cards to send out. I'm behind in my card sending. I'm behind in everything, you guys. I told you that in my newsletter today. It seems like I'm just doing all kinds of stuff, and I don't know if I'm making any headway, but I don't think I should have colored that little thing there green, but it's green now. I got piles and piles of stuff to look at. Still need to go through my pre-order, see what I got in there. It's killing me, but I just can't do it yet. And then I have a light Highland Heather that I'm going to color in the flowers with. And I'm coloring them, and then I'm going to kind of give a few. I think these are more leaves than they are buds. I think now that I've colored them all purple and looked at it. I think it's all grass, but we're going with it now. It's all buds now. Could be oh, not really lilacs. I guess it could be lilacs if you cut them off the bush, or the tree. Depends how yours grows. I have a tree. Well, I did. It's gonna have to come out this year. It got hit by lightning years ago, and it lived, but it put a cut down the center of it, and now because of that, it's starting to tip over, and it looks really bad. So I love it though. It smells so good. So when I get to the outside landscaping, now that we got the siding done, I'll figure out what I'm going to do with my bushes and my trees out there. But for now, if you drive by my house, it's pretty sad. A lot of stump things, the silly siding guys had to take down a bunch of my trees and stuff to get the siding in, but that's all right. The one was filled, had a gigantic bee's nest in it, he said, so that's all right. They took it down, saved me having to do it, but it just looks really like bare and stuff out there now. So I'm gonna go through with my marker and just gonna flick a little bit of color again in areas and hope that it kind of variegates it. This would be really cute if you sponged on it, kind of thing, like, or blended on it to give different look. A pounce, that's probably the word I'm looking for. If we pounced on it. So once these dry, they should soak in a little bit better. But what I'm going to do now is take my glue and I'm just going to glue them in a couple spots around this. And I kind of thought that was pretty. It looks like a lily of the valley. I think my mom has those out by her garage. I always like those too. Those smell real pretty. I was hopeful that we had the last couple bouts of our cold weather, but nope, it was freezing out today when we went out. Still not quite ready to. I hope the cherry blossoms and stuff up north don't hurt the crops that they like blossomed and then it froze. We always have that around here. We got tons of apple orchards, and way up north is all the cherries. So I'm just going to glue those around the wreath to kind of fill that in like that. Then I took this guy, and there's two sets in there, and they make this twiggy frondy piece. And I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to start gluing them on. And I'm going to glue I've got lemon lolly ones and granny, oh, pooey. These are supposed to be granny apple green. Maybe they are, but they look like they're lemon lime. Let's see. Yeah, I made them lemon lime, darn it. So I'm going to put them on the top so that they're not as close to the base. Oops, and I just put the glue on the wrong side. We want to glue on the top part. And then we'll I'm going to glue those all around, like I say, so that they're on away from the base once I flip it over. Well, that one doesn't really stick out much. We'll let that one stick out on the inside. I even had to go back and get more paper. I've been telling myself, lemon lime, Jill, you need lemon lime. Nope. Stick that out a little bit. Oh. Oh. Mom, meet Diane. Diane, meet my mom. And Christy. Christy lives up there with my mom. But I just met Diane, you guys. She was one of my roommates in Houston. That's came with another Cheryl, and she was with me and this gal named Debbie from New York and Lori from Wisconsin and Susie. Lori's downline from Wisconsin. Great group of girls I got to meet and hang out with. Had some great dinners, some great views of Houston. We had a smashing good time. Tiring, boy. And Diane drove, guys. Diane was one that drove with Lori and, let's see, Lori, Susie, and Cheryl all drove down together from Wisconsin. I flew, and Debbie from New York flew. So I give them extra kudos. They pulled in the driveway and were just bright-eyed, bushy-tailed too. They couldn't even tell that they'd been in the car for 18 hours together. All right, so I'm going to flip that back. That's kind of what we got now. I'm going to go ahead. Let's see, should we go sideways like our other one? I guess I can, all right, so first vote will be, do we want the card to go sideways? Or are we going to go up and down? A little bit of offset there. First one that I see. Hey, Debbie. Yeah, dinner the first night was awesome. I don't see any comments, so I'm gonna flip it back this way, and then I'm going to, do we want the spout to hang off the side? Offset the pot. Offset the pot the other way. Try the other way. This way offset, or up and down offset. This way right here, up and down, okay. We can do it this way. And I glued the wreath on. I popped it up with some dimensionals. Oh, not up and down, sideways. My comments are getting delayed, I think. So we'll call this A and the other way B. A, kind of like being at the eye doctor. Or B. We got an A. Okay. We're going with A. All right, we got two A's. That's what we're going with. Two A's. All right, so I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back here. And all I did was look for kind of spaces that are, I'm going to say, filled in, so that like I don't go here and have all this open space for the dimensional to pick up gunk. If by chance, you know, you lived at my house and you had some cat hair, you don't want the cat hair to be able to stick to it. Or who knows what could get in between the cracks and stick to it, but all right, so we're going with A. We're going sideways. I see a big gap there, so let's put that down here where we're going to kind of cover it up. We're going to center that guy on there. Then we're going to offset our little watering can this way down here. So this wood, I bought my gorgeous grape over, and I brought let me get these dies out of here before I drop them all on the floor. Because we know that that's a real thing that can happen. Be picking those up. All right. Okay, so I got them out of the way, and I'm bringing in I think I'm bringing in the wrong stamp set. Nope, I'm bringing in my perennial postage. And I do believe that unfortunately, this is not making its way to the catalog. The lavender portion of this suite is making it. The actual lovely lavender, I think is the name of it, stamps, but not this word set. But we do have some nice words replacing it, so have no fear. So let's pick that up and let's see if how precisely straight I could put that on there. Go a little crooked. Okay, hauling that straight. And it's kind of fine, so I'm hoping it's going to show up on here. Should have picked something a little deeper or thicker letters, but we'll see. And I'm going to hold it down here for a second and hope that I'm not rocking it so that it gives a second to soak into the wood. And wouldn't this be an awesome place to use our Stamparatus so that we could stamp over it a few times? That would be super awesome opportunity. And I just thought of it. So had I thought of it sooner, I definitely would have done that. But I think it's stamped pretty okay. Then we're just going to take it and I'm going to put it down here. So I'm going to use these fat dimensionals, my big ones, because I can put a whole strip of them right there on the spout. And then where else are we going to need one? Put one here. And then now since I used them, they're thicker than my Stampin' Up! Ones, so I do need to continue to use them or I'll be lopsided. And then I'm going to put one more down here in this corner. So I think I'll put it like that. Well, maybe I should move it in a little bit. I'm going to go right here. I think that looks all right. So we got that. And then I've got a piece for the inside. And I'm going to use that sprig thing. And there are not two of them. I thought there was two of them in there. There's just two dies. There's only one little stamp. So I'm going to stamp in my Memento black down here in the corner. Ooh, that didn't ink up very good. I can see it. Hang on. When I was stamping before I got on, I was trying to use Memento, and all my Memento inks are dried up and I can't find a refill. So I will definitely be ordering that now that I told you I was going to not try and not order anything because the price is going up on those. So I might have to order those. I could wait. Now I have my Granny Apple Green again that I'm just going to color in the stem area in the leaves. I tried to stamp this in green, and this time I'm going to make these little green things the leaves. I tried to stamp it in green and go from there, but you know what? The little flowers, oh, you know what I could have done? I did it differently. I should try it again. I was filling these in. I bet if I went and did this dot technique like I'm doing now, it would have looked better. So if you make this card, try and stamp this part in green to give, take away that black, and then you'll have all the green. But I didn't like the way my purple was covering up the green little dots. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. You're either going to have the hint of black under this purple or the green under the purple, which you might not like, or this way you're going to have green here and then you don't have the black underneath. But you know, I'm going to come through now with just shake it up a little bit. I've got some bubble bath. And I'm just putting a few little dots. Then I'm going to come back with my light Highland Heather and just put a few little random purples in there. Just to kind of help give that a little two-tone look. You could always go and put some purple on those or some pink on those if you wanted, but I didn't. Then I'm going to glue this inside. Hey, Janice, thanks for watching. Thanks, Dawn. Dawn. I called Diane. I called you Dawn because I work with a girl named Dawn Barnes. So that's what was in my head. I apologize. And there's usually a Dawn on. So that Dawn, I have not seen Dawn, our other Dawn, on tonight. Maybe she's visiting her sister. So there we go. Now, like I said, I used up my 2 little wood die cut Delios there. And look at all that space I took up in my junk drawer. What can I buy to replace it? I wouldn't be anything, you know, a pack of embellishments. But there we go, you guys. That's our card for tonight. And I don't have anything else. That's it. I'm not even going to bother turning the camera around to me. You've seen me enough tonight. So have a great one. I will see you again soon. If I can come up with some other cards, I'm working on my paper pumpkin design. So I'll be back to show you those. And other than that, just have a great rest of your week. And I will see you next week. Take care, everybody.